Alright, welcome to another episode of the CE Tool Dinner. And on today's video, we're going to test and review the Craftsman V20 misting fan. This is a fan that we've been waiting for a long time, and no better time than the summer to review it. Alright, so let's get to it. Okay, so starting off, model number is going to be CMCE003B. So this is a bare tool. That's what the B stands for. It's part of the V20 platform. It's the misting fan, so it's going to be a little bigger than the job site fan, and it's going to have more CFM. There is no CFM listed here, unless it's somewhere else on the box. But this is the kind of fan that sits on the top of a 5-gallon bucket. It says over here 3 speeds, pivoting head with airflow control. Trying to find out if we do have a CFM rating. Nothing yet. I'm gonna have to look at the Lowe's app to find out if we do. But this is the misting fan, and it's gonna be, hopefully, in our test, it'll work out, because we have a lot of hot summer days and a lot of mugginess, so something like this will help a lot. Okay, I just verified with the Lowe's app, and this has 515 CFM rating. Okay, here we are. The fan out of the box. It's got rotating head. It only goes down to this angle. That's as low as it can go. And then that's as high as it's going to go. So you only have about this much of articulation from the fan. It's got this bottom base. Here's the hose for the misting part, and the 2 misting switches here. You can adjust the misting by twisting these. And here is a battery port, and I don't know if there's it doesn't feel like there's a gasket, but it's got a spring, so it'll keep this tight. I mean, you're not running this directly in water, and this will fit directly on a 5-gallon base. So we're gonna test that out too. I have a 4-amp-hour fully charged battery, and we're gonna test out right now. We're gonna test out the fan speed before we use the water misting action. So this is the fan. So this is your fan speed section. It goes 1, 2, 3, and here's your misting. So it goes 1, 2, 3. So you got a low, a medium, and a high. Low, medium, and a high. So if you want the misting feature, you turn that on. So this is the fan. That's low. It's actually a really nice amount of air circulating on low. I think that's something I would probably just keep it on low as a regular type fan. Let's go medium. That's a good amount of air circulating. Now we have mega high speed, and it's very good. This is a very, very good fan. I like the amount of air coming out of that, and then you shut it off. So you have to shut it off. You got to go through the cycle. Let me see if there's a long press. Oh, okay, you can long press the fan to shut it off. So say if you're on speed 1 or speed 2, low or medium, you can long press the fan, and the same thing will happen. Now, we'll test this outside, and we'll test these little knobs where the mist comes out. It does have a handle, carry handle, like right here. So you carry it like this. Like I said, the air does feel very well. The battery's protected. You're not submerging this or anything, so that's good. I mean, there's no gasket, but you don't really need a gasket for something like this. You can connect a hose to this. It's got a washer in there, but you can just dunk it into the water. And so this is the bottom. You can So you can disconnect that. Yep. So you can pull these out of these little knob clamps, and then snap them back in. So if you're using this at the bottom of a bucket, you can just unclamp that and put it down there. It's got this little recess, so when you say you clamp this down like this can be recessed at the bottom, and if you want to use it as a regular fan, you can, which is pretty cool. Nice little well thought out design by Craftsman. It would have been nice to be able to use this if it had as a hybrid, if they had a outlet plug, but I mean, the 4 amp is gonna do wonders for you anyway. You put a 6 amp. Let's see if we can fit a 9 amp hour battery. So we'll try that, because the 6 amp is the same size as the 4 amp. So let's check a 9 amp hour battery. So we have the 9 amp hour battery. Let's see. We're not going to test it out for power or anything. I think the 4 amp is enough. Let's see if the 9 amp. All right, the 9 amp will not fit. So you're relegated to the 4 amp. This is the 6 amp. Let's see the fit. Perfect. And then we have a 5 amp hour battery. So it would have been nice to have a little bit more, you know, a little wider mouth section so the 9 amp can fit, but the 9 amp will not fit in this. It's just too big. It's a brick. It's big boy, but not for this. So any of your low voltage, lower amped batteries will fit on this. Your 4s, your 6s, and your 5s. No 9s. So I'm sorry, people. That is not happening. But we can't fit all these other batteries, and I probably wouldn't run more than the 6 amp on this anyway. The 4 amp is, but I just, because I have a lot of 4 amp hour batteries, I think the 4 is more than enough for this tool. I like the badging, the way, like, the whole thing is beautiful. It is. It's a really nice fan. And I mean, they've done a great job in the design of these fans. Like, this is their little fan that they have. With this one, you can fit the 9 amp because it's all open, so you don't have to worry about it. And then they have another regular size fan, which is, I'm gonna show it to you guys. So this is the job site fan. So this is the job site fan, and this is more for regular job site usage, where this one is going to be like, you're gonna want to take this to the beach. Like, if you're hot and you're working somewhere hot, or like laying down or relaxing on your deck or whatever, this is going to be great, because you attach the bucket, cold water with ice, make it like a slurry, and then do what you got to do. This one's all open, so you can actually fit the 9 amp, but this also has the plug to make it a hybrid. You can use a plug on this. You don't have to use a battery. I've had this for a few years since it's come out, and this also like, they're both very well designed. I do like the Mistin fan. They've done a great job with this fan. So now we're gonna go test it and see how the misting works and go from there. Let's see how well it'll do with the icy slurry water mix. We're gonna use a bucket I have over there. It's over there, that Harbor Freight bucket, to make that slurry and see how much of a cooling effect it does. I want to say this is probably, these types of fans, because a lot of brands make these types of fans, I believe, are going to have something similar to those cool zones like they have like NFL games or like other sports events that are outdoors where they have like, in like track events, they'll have something similar like a misting action with this cooling. So it'll cool the air around the vicinity that it shoots it out. So this is what I'm predicting from this. I've never had a misting fan. This is my first. So we'll see what this does. All right, stand by. All right, here we are. We have a bucket all ready with the combination of ice and water. So it's a nice little slurry, cold air. We're gonna try this out. We're gonna try the different fan speeds in combination with the different speeds of the misting portion. All right, so first we're gonna put the battery in. The thing springs closed. We're gonna stick the little hose and we're gonna go right on the bucket. And these things are made, these types of fans are made to fit perfectly over these 5-gallon buckets, whether it's your Lowe's bucket, Home Depot bucket, Harbor Freight, doesn't matter, Ace bucket. You can use this. And the one thing I like, and I think they probably all do the same, is they're pretty, like you can easily slide them around. So it's very smooth. Very smooth. I think they all do that. So we're gonna try the misting fan here. I'm gonna sit down and see the power. And this has to get primed, of course. It's gonna take a little while to prime the mist. So we have it on low. We'll put this on low to start priming the water coming out from the slurry. Let's see. I don't see the water coming up yet. Let's try a little higher power. We'll go to a high so we can get the water all pumped up in there. Oh. Of course, it's not doing anything because it wasn't in the water. Okay. Oh wow, that's really misty. Whoa. All right. So this is low power, low mist. This thing can mist. I wonder if by loosening this up, you get more of a leak. So you want to keep it tight. Wow, that is powerful, and it's definitely, you can definitely feel the cool air. So let's go low power, secondary type mist. And so the mist, let's go back to low. All right, so this is the mist. You can feel like all the way, like over here in this vicinity. You can see the mist spraying like over the chair. So that's definitely powerful. It's got a good range, and that's on low fan, low misting. Let's go on secondary mist. And now it's going past like the gate into the yard, down the stairs. So that mist is pretty good. Now let's go to high speed mist. And that is really going out there. So you got some good mist, high powered mist coming out. And then let's go to medium speed. So high mist, medium speed. And then here is, I don't know if you can see the mist, but it's really coming out now. Now we're gonna go high fan, high mist. And you can definitely see the mist in contrast to the chair, I hope. It's going off through the railings. So yeah, this is pretty powerful. you got a huge cooling zone, and you could definitely tell temperature difference when you put your hand here. So definitely on a really, really hot day, when it's muggy, this is fantastic. I wouldn't like put it on high or anything if you're like right near it, because you're definitely gonna get wet or very well misted, however you want to put it. But it's doing its job. All right, so we're gonna lower this down to low. Long press to shut it off. Long press to shut it off. So you can shut it off at any of the speeds with the long press for either the misting and the fan portion. And like I said, you can put this anywhere you want. If you want to rotate it and aim it somewhere else, like say you had enough coolness, you're with your friend, significant other, children, whatever, you can just rotate it and aim it at them. Kids will probably like something like this because they'll get wet, like a sprinkler if you put it on high. Definitely good for these hot weather days. Okay, so if it's a hot day and you're feeling all heat crabby, heat strokey, enjoy a nice cold beverage and get your cold mist on. As always, enjoy. Until the next episode. So if you like this video, like, subscribe, share. Hit the bell for notifications. And as always, have yourselves a good day. Finish off your good summer. And let's get to 1,000 subscribers so we can do that giveaway. Until next time. See ya.